Oppenheimer has zero CGI shots according to Christopher Nolan. Coming up right now with Geekly Media. So, the director Christopher Nolan has always been clear that he's not interested in using CGI to flex a big budget or to create a spectacle. And if possible, we know that he always prefers to use practical camera work more often than to avoid having his work feel unrealistic, using effects only where necessary to make things feel seamless. And this is kind of like the case with Oppenheimer, apparently. Nolan has took a massive challenge recreating the testing of an atomic bomb, which is absolutely insane to think that on one of the biggest projects of 2023, you'd have thought that it would have possibly used some CGI to create this atomic bomb again, but no, not Christopher Nolan. Nolan said that his latest film not only has a focus on practicality, but it contains zero CGI shots. And considering what Oppenheimer is aiming to do, that may seem quite the stretch to pull off. And honestly, guys, that is absolutely crazy to think that he's going to create real life explosions, not just like blowing up a car or something like that. This is probably like as big as like blowing up a building or something. You definitely use CGI in a movie for something like that. But Oppenheimer, no chance. We know that Christopher Nolan is not keen on the CGI and he's not willing to do that. He's wanting to achieve something that maybe a movie has never ever achieved before by not using CGI for a movie that possibly normally would use CGI. And that means that there will be scenes that showcase the devastation of an atomic blast, especially when recreating the test the scientists performed in the desert to see the effects of their handiwork. And already we knew that at least some of his work is going to be practical. Nolan previously detailed how Oppenheimer's team recreated the Trinity test, the first ever explosion of the nuclear bomb in the desert in Mexico in 1945, entirely without CGI. I wonder as well, is he going to maybe put a nuke town in this? Does he actually create? I'd imagine that they will do, create the whole town, the mini town, and from then on, use the big explosion, the Trinity test, without CGI to blow up this town. That's probably a possibility as well. Also seems like a monumental feat considering the logistic planning required to match the brilliance of the explosion described by the onlookers at the time of the real life blast. But Nolan apparently has pulled it off, and it should be no shock considering the mountains this team has moved to make the film work, including creating a whole new technology to film the black and white sequences in IMAX. This movie is starring Cillian Murphy, fantastic actor. Mainly for me, he's known from The Batman, In Time, and Peaky Blinders. It's also got Matt Damon in it and plenty of other casts as well. Plenty of other famous people in there. Great actors. You know what? I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm actually now really looking forward to the fact that none of this movie will be created with CGI. And in today's world where CGI is just consistently a constant in every single movie, every single Marvel movie, and things like that, as we know that it has to be. We can't expect him to get everything in the real life shots. This is not one of them movies. It also will be coming out, like they say, in IMAX. So he's created the new technology to film this in IMAX. I'm excited for this. What can I say really apart from well done, Christopher Nolan is created a new experience for people, or he will be creating a new experience. This is definitely going to be a film that I am going to see, and I'm going to maybe have to try and do a review on it. So if you like this little bit of information, guys, please like and subscribe for more content coming soon.